Welcome back to another edition, another exclusive edition, man. More to live for. The voice of the North, man. I got a special one for you, man. Got another great entrepreneur, man. Another example of success, man. Another reason to keep striving, man. Another, you know, some more motivation for everybody, man. So, you know what I mean. I'm gonna bring him to the stage, man. Let him tell you about himself, man. And we're gonna rock out, man. What's good with you, Brody?
Oh man, what's good, bro, man? Peace and blessings, man, to the whole world out there, man. Hey,
Oh man,
you kids, man, stop the violence, man. Drop those guns. Well, my name Anthony Williams. I'm the CEO of Q&R Records slash Q&R Rough Unit Distribution. I created this platform from behind the walls off a shoestring budget. What is a shoestring budget? I believed in myself. I put 10, 15, 20, 100, 200, 300 till I seen my vision. I also came across some powerful people that's in the industry. Shout out to my boy Rich Money Empire Rich. Shout out to my big brother Derek. Yeah, Super Unit CEO. Yeah, basically, man, it's like it's an honor and a privilege, man, from being on this platform with you, man. I done did 2 interviews in one day, so I kind of feel like a star today, big brother.
oh yeah, sure. You is a star, man. Hey, look, I definitely appreciate you, man, for being able to do this. You know, what I mean, your current situation, man. But like I said, man, like you just another example of success. Another story of what I mean, somebody that's not letting their circumstance determine their future or determine their what I mean, their current state of mind, or whatever. So like you said, man, you laid out everything that you got going on, man. So I kind of want to know, man, like how do you get started on this journey, man? Like with everything you got going on, because I know it, what I mean, it's not easy in your situation, man.
Yeah, man, I basically started, man, back in 2011, man. I caught a charge on protecting my family member. Some guys try to rob him or whatnot, and situation at hand had caused the death of a innocent bystander as well. Myself being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Two cousins in the situation. One lost his life, just like I said a long time ago. If I can give him half of my life back, man, I'd do it. So through it all, my thing was to do just like his mother told me, when you get up that road, teach, teach, teach. When I came in the system, man, I couldn't read and write that good, but I can read to understand. I couldn't read big words. So I told myself, that I wanted to be better than I ain't want to come back out into society and be like I was before I left. So I started connecting with a lot of people, what I'm saying? A lot of celebrity people. Shout out to my big brother Ashay Khan from Detroit. He taught me this internet. He taught me how to become a young entrepreneur from behind the walls. He didn't give me everything, but he gave me nuggets. He gave me $1 million worth of game, but in nugget forms. And along the journey of me meeting him, I was able to reach out to other guys. Shout out to my boy Trap Back, Badass Syndicate. He was one of the guys that led me to Super Unit as well. Speaking about Super Unit, man, it's a big major platform, man. Number one distribution in the world, number one black booker in the world. He made history. Shout out to Derek Johnson. I really appreciate you from helping me and guiding me through my trials and errors of being incarcerated. But like I said again, man, kids, stop the violence, man. Mama can't save you in here. Daddy can't save you in here. So the best thing for you to do is take these jewels and take heed to each and every last one of us brothers that may come on this platform in the nearest future. And hey, I just want to give all praise to the God, man, for being able to start what I started from behind the wall. I started from a shoestring budget. That was putting little pennies in, the pennies in, the pennies in. I'm connecting with different people. I was plugged able to give me a distribution deal as well to be able to help other people's. I just don't help artists. I help businesses as well. I help them upscale their businesses, build their brands. If they don't have an EIN number, I put them through the proper channels of people's to put them in that way to understand the business, brother.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. That's what it's all about, man. Like you said, man. The main thing, man, kids stop the violence, man. Yeah, man, you touched on a lot, man. You touched on a lot, man. I'm definitely what I mean, a fan of your work, man. Because like I said, man, it's not easy being able to do all the things that you're doing. But I definitely hear a lot of people say, man, like certain people, man, certain men, certain black men like us, man. Like once we, get a chance to sit down, you'd be surprised the things that we can do, man. So big ups to you, man. If it's okay with you, man, like I really don't want to go not into too many details, you know what I mean, where any names or stuff like that is involved, but could you kind of, walk my viewers through I mean, your not your whole case, but I mean, your 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 introduction to prison.
Okay, basically, like I said once before, in 2011, man, I was in a situation. I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Through it all, I defended my cousin, and through the defense of him, you know, you know how I be. Some people ain't built for situations. And they cause you to get in situations, and he was facing a lot of time himself, and he basically, he broke the code. You feel me? But at the same time, it's all love. It ain't no love lost. My family was there through it all. Rewarded me with a lawyer, whatnot. And through the journey of me, I had a lot of grudge in my heart for like 8 years straight. And I had to define myself as I picked up Islam, and I defined myself to let bygones be bygones. No, we don't talk no more, but I still ask about him through his mother, of his brothers, and different things like that. I just hope and pray that he get his life together and be able to be on a platform, something like this one day, to tell this story. You feel what I'm saying? But man, being behind these walls, kid, man, it ain't hey, this ain't what it is, man. It costs more being in prison than being at home, man. Man, I spend hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars to live in prison. And a lot of kids may see guys with this or showing this and all of that. But man, this is not the road to go, man. If you do find yourself in this situation, find yourself out of this situation. Find your talent, your gift that God has given everyone amongst this journey. But I'm originally from Gulfport, Mississippi. The Black Spring Break capital. Where all the college students and everything come down to. So with me being in prison, man, I basically I reform myself. Prison do not reform you. Prison make you worse. So through it all, I became the ABE, educational mentor. That's adult basic education. And I had an opportunity to teach men like myself that couldn't read. But through that all, I educated like over 100 guys, about 35 to 50 guys graduated and got their GED up under my cause and different things like that, man. My main thing, my calling is for the kids, man. And I salute Top Yellow Management, Stop the Violence, Paint the City in Yellow for giving me the opportunity to plug in my city, Gulfport, Mississippi. We got a lot of events coming soon, and I'll be at home soon, So I just thank God for the opportunities and the privilege, man, to connect with guys like yourself. Connections is everything. Conversation rule the nation.
Yeah, definitely, man. I definitely appreciate you, man. And like I said, man, I definitely, it's a privilege for me to be working with you as well, man. Being not only your situation, man, but being, with everything you got going on, man. Because levels to it, you know what I mean. And it's a privilege for me to be working with you. You feel what I'm saying? So definitely want to, give you your flowers, and let you know that it's an honor for me as well. So if it's okay with you, bro, I really I don't want to spend too much time, talking about prison, but I want to get a good understanding of your situation. I want my viewers to get a good understanding as well before we move on, to in depth to what it is that you got going on now. But coming in, bro. If you could, bro. How old were you, and like, what was the length of your sentence?
Well, the length of my sentence was 40 years. In the beginning, I had homicide and 2 aggravated assaults. In between of it all, God blessed me along the journey. Inside of my trial, I was able to talk with the deceased mother. Lord bless his soul. If I can give him half of my life back, man, I will. I also started a foundation called The Half of My Life. And in between my foundation that I started, I will be rewarding the mother upon my release. I will be I would be rewarding her like every Christmas, a bonus for her child. But money can't bring her child back. You know what I'm saying? But money can help situations and things that they may need in the family. But pretty much, man, coming into prison, man, I was 25 years old when I caught this charge. I stayed in the county jail like 22 months. So I was like 26 going on 27 when I hit the prison, man. I'm 38 years old now, man. I just spent like 12 years and 3/4, 3/4 in prison. Um, I'll be rewarded to come home real soon. I don't want to speak no dates or nothing like that over the line or whatnot. But now, it's an honor and a privilege, bro, from being on here, man, because the kids really need to know about these things. Stop the violence, put them guns down. Hey, listen to the music, don't let the music listen to you. You dig?
I heard that. I heard that. That's well put. That's well put, man. Definitely, man. You dropped a lot of jewels, man. You dropped a lot of jewels, man. And I definitely, man. You know what I mean. I appreciate everything that you did to make this happen, man. I really do, man. So with you, you know what I mean, having that lengthy sentence over your head, man. Like you mentioned, well, you hinting at, the fact that it there is light at the end of the tunnel, man. So that's kind of another reason why I want you to kind of share, some of your story, man, so people will know, man, that some, for starters, man, I always felt, man, nobody's better than nobody, man. You know what I mean? Regardless of the situation that they're in, man. So for somebody, to come into prison with, a lengthy sentence like that, man, and to always, to keep fighting, man, and always have hope, man. And like you said, man, it's like at the end of the tunnel now. So big ups to you, man. Big ups to you for fighting that fight, man. You definitely, like I said, the inspiration and motivation to others, man. I got a homeboy doing 25 right now. I'm in North Carolina, or whatever. He doing 25. He's 16 in, and he trying to get his liberations, whatever. But he just didn't see it at the beginning. He just didn't see anything but that 25 at the at the beginning, and him staying alive. So you can read between the lines, and kind
Yeah,
of feel
yeah.
so whatever. So in your situation, man, like how hard was it for you, man? Like, being that age, not necessarily young, but like just really finding yourself, as a man good, 25 when I was 25, because I'm 38 as well. I need to mention that. I'm 38 as well. So, and that 25-year-old frame of mind, man, like coming in and like you said, man, I heard you say something about, I don't know if your cousin was on your case or a witness or something like that, but having family involved, man, like, how hard was that to deal with?
Man, it was hard, man, reading that motion discovery,
Yeah,
and just seeing who was who. And through it all, I had like a grudge of heart through it. You feel me? But I had to release it. You know what I'm saying? I had to forgive, but not forget. I had to forgive, but not forget. And with me forgiving, I promised myself to never get caught in a situation like that. I was always like the Jesus of my family. Like I was always there for my family. I'm the oldest. I'm the founder of my family, of the Williams family. I'm the oldest grandchild. And like my last bid that I did, I did like a little violation. I caught smoking weed and stuff, had to come to prison for like 3 years. So through that all, I lost my family. I lost my whole family then. So with me coming back to prison, I lost some more family relatives, and it was like, man, I gotta make a change, man. Like everybody listen to me because they see the change that I have changed. And I'm like, I can't just be scribing both of the fences. You feel what I'm saying? So,
right,
yeah, I was a part of organizations and different things like that, but I had to let that go so that I can define myself. I can't try to organize nobody or try to show nobody this when I'm messed up in the inside. So I found Islam, bro. Al Islam, and I found Islam and found peace. And once I found peace, I became the imam as the prison minister. over the inmates. So with me
Yeah.
finding all of this, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, man, well, man, it's the way, man. And I ran across something in the Quran, and it was basically saying that, oh, you want a favor? What favor would you give me? And it was like it just kept on playing in my head. So I woke up one day, I was like, man, look, I just gotta leave this alone, man. I gotta educate, I gotta teach people, I gotta show them these different things like this here. And with me defining myself, man, I met several different people. I became married. Found the woman and married her. I was a lost boy looking for love. I married my first wife, my first ex-wife, Luciana Williams. Her son was playing for Texas Longhorn. He transferred to the Jayhawks, Kansas City Jayhawks, Ontario Moors. But in between all of that, you know what I'm saying, we went our separate ways, you know what I'm saying. I appreciate the journey along that. But through it all, I met more people, and the other people that I met along my journey connected me and helped me and sponsored me and believed in me. And man, I got 3 businesses right now, bro. So I'm something like the Black Martha Stewart as a male version. You feel me? So
Right. I know that. Hey, so let's talk about some of them business, man. And like, I don't want you to give up all the game on how you were able to get them off the ground. You know what I mean? Like in your current situation, I just want to highlight the journey, man, and highlight the motivation and the grind behind
well, my first business that I created, man, it was a promotion company. I was just on Facebook. I was messing around, man, and I was like, man, I like content. So I started this company called Mr. Scrape for the Revenue Promotion and Production Company. And man, I made over like 20K on the internet, man, like in 3 years. So I was promoting a lot of people as I was connecting. So I was like, man, I want to do something else. So I was like, man, look, man, I was talking to a friend. I was like, man, what you think about vending machines? They were like, man, go for it. So, I got my Dunny number, I got my EIN number, I got all my LLCs and things together. I know I ain't have a bunch of money, but I had a little money to invest in myself. And I remember watching a clipping with 2 Chainz, and he was like, no one would never invest in you unless you're investing in yourself. And that's what I started doing. I started from a shoestring budget. What is a shoestring budget? It's a little at a time, a little at a time, a little at a time till you build a home. And shout out to my boy Boosie, man. He was once said, when he came home from doing his little bid, he built his house like 30,000 here, 20,000 here, 40,000 here. And before he knew it, he had $1 million plus home. And that was one of my mentors of me seeing him go through the similarity of things that I went through. I was facing death row. You know what I'm saying? I was facing a long time in prison, and through it all, I was like, man, I got to define myself and do something for my kids. I have 2 kids, 14-year-old son and a 12-year-old daughter. The relationships be up and down because you know how the mothers be, and I'm like, I hear from them. And then when I don't hear from them, then when I hear from them is, let me get this, let me get that. And have to let them know, because you see me doing this, that doesn't mean that I got money to give every day, which I will, but you got to learn something for yourself. Give me a business idea. If you like to sell candy, let me book you a candy store. Let me book you a candy, you know what I'm saying? Let me build these different things for you. And it's like, people only see what they only want to see, and they're going to listen to whoever they want to see. My kid's mother was telling my kids I wasn't never coming home. Told my kids I got a life sentence, different things like that. So, that stuff was like, it sent me into a depressive stage for a long time. Man, I had to pray myself out of that depressing stage, man. So through it all, I was able to reward my daughter on her birthday, October the 31st, Halloween. You know, to just put a smile on her face, you know what I'm saying, from your father being behind the walls, being able to do these different things. How I make money, you know what I'm saying? I make money off selling commissary. Man, commissary in here, man, like a bag of chips in the world Dorito bag, that's $5 in here. So, man, if I spend $300-400 on commissary, man, I could flip that into like 17, 18, $2,000. So I just started saving my money and started investing my money. So I remember doing pandemic, bro. and it was this app called Robinhood. It just kept coming across my phone. I slided across. So one day it came across it, and it was telling me that it'd give me some free stocks. So I believe the name of the app. I believe the name of the stock was Americans Movie Theater. And at the time, the theater place was stocks was like $1.75, $2.50. So they
Right.
gave me like 5 stocks, bro. So I was like, man, I'm finna gamble with this because man, I was watching that boy Trap Wall
Yeah.
Street Trap. So boom, I'm just watching him. So I was like, man, let me put about 2,000 in here, man, see what it do. Man, I put 2,000 in it, man. I seen that mug go from $3, $5, $5, $30. Man, I went to snatch them stocks out.
I heard that.
I wrapped them, man, for about a good 20 out there. And man, I just kept on investing. I kept on
Yeah,
investing, bro.
man,
And
that's
you
that's
know,
perfect. Not to cut you off, man, but like you said,
hmm
man, like
hmm
you know what I mean, you gotta believe in yourself, man. You gotta invest in yourself, man. And that ain't necessarily gambling on yourself, man, but like that's investing in yourself, man. You seen something, you know what I mean, that was working and you know what I mean, kept going and you know what I mean, got something out of it, man. So definitely, man. So that's definitely, you know what I mean, impressive, man. Like to be able to know the stocks, man, and to you know what I mean, to be able to educate others, man. So I heard you say something about you do some you're in charge of a mentor of the adult education program. I don't want to misquote you.
yeah. I was in charge of the adult educational program at a previous facility I was. And man, I met a lot of people doing that, man. And you know, it was ran majority by women. And you know, I'm good with talking to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Some people say I'm charming, some people say I'm flirtatious, but I just keep it real and just be direct and respect all women. So they took a liking to me, man, and they gave me the position. And once they gave me the position, man, I took off like a rocket. So after that, they gave me another position was a recruiter. I was a recruiter mentor. So everybody that come off into the facility, you know what I'm saying, they had to check in through me and get into school. I get them in school, come around and interview them and talk to them about different classes and different things like that. You know, I completed every class at the facility. Like that's what I told myself. Like wherever I go to, I'm gonna tab education. Education gonna help me get to where I need to get to. It's gonna help me get home. It's gonna show people that I'm not that person that I was. I never was a bad person. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I love my family. I ain't gonna let no family. I'm not gonna let no one do nothing to my family members and different things like that. But some of that, man, can hurt you along the journey because people
Yeah,
won't give you that same support back.
yeah, yeah. Definitely, I definitely feel you on that, man. Definitely feel you. So where can everybody reach you at, man? As far as like you know what I mean, seeing some of your work or you know what I mean, just to contact you.
Okay, well, you can reach me on Facebook, Anthony Williams. You can also reach me on Facebook, Q&R Rough Unit. You can also reach me on Facebook, Q&R Music Records on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram. Everything lowercase, Q&R Music Records underscore. No, take that back. Q&R Records, Q&R Music Records. Everything lowercase. You can catch me on TikTok. I'm on Q&R Records. No, Q&R Rough Unit Distribution underscore. You know, you can check me out, man. You know, I'm everywhere. You know, I'm able to come in and talk with people. I also help people build their businesses, different things like that. Like it's a fee to talk to me. You know, it's $250 for cancellation calls, different things like that. I put you up in programs and show you how to build your business, and I help you along the journey along with my people, brother.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I definitely want you to, you know what I mean, get an opportunity to plug in your business, man, and everything that you got going on, man. All this good game that you've been able to draw, all these jewels that you've been able to share. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
before we get up out of here, man. Before we get up out of here, man. Like, something that you said, man. That you know what I mean, and the messages that we, you know what I mean, that we when we were corresponding, man. As far as the music go, man, was the music was that the first thing that you started doing? You know what I mean? Like since you've been down, like your first you know what I mean, interaction with the you know what I mean with the outside world?
Well, you know, my first thing with interacting with the outside world, man, I was on this app called T Spree, and it helps you build out different types of T-shirts, man. And I started out with this T-shirt called American Hood Legend, and through it, man, I sold over like 300 units off the app, and you know, I started investing more money as well. And it was like I never stopped. You know what I'm saying? If I could do this, I'm gonna do it again. You know, my ex-wife was like, "You can't do all of this. You can't." I'm like, "You can't do it. It's 24 hours in a day. That means it's 84,000 minutes in a day. I'm gonna
Mhm.
work." You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna stop me from pushing where I wanted to push. I learned how to do credit. I learned how to help people build their credit, and how I do that. You know, I don't let nobody give me the information. I just coach them through the whole step by step. I also work off Kirkhoff. Man, Kirkhoff is a good app for people that's trying to build up their credit. Man, like I built my credit up on there. I have a $2,500 credit on there as well. You know, I never touch it. You know, I just keep on paying. You know, and a lot of people's be like, "Well, I'm not gonna pay no app to do this." You a fool, because if you're not paying no bills, or if you're not paying nothing that's showing the credit bureau that you're a great lender, they're not gonna lend no money to you. You feel
Right.
me? And the app is like a $20 a premium pack. Man, I pay that every month, man.
I heard
My
that.
credit score started going up, man. My credit score's in this almost 800, bro. Put it like that, almost 800. At the end of the year, man, I'll be at 800 from a prison rack.
Right. Invest in yourself, man. Invest in yourself. Definitely, man. Definitely. Hey, listen, man. I definitely want to shout out the homie Dolo the Truth, man. You know what I mean, for you know what I mean, linking me with you, helping, you know what I mean, to point guard this, man. So anybody you want to shout out, man, before we get up out of here?
Man, I want to shout out the boy Rich Money Empire. Shout out Rich, I love you, boy. Shout out to Derek for real, Webby brother. Shout out to Webby Boo. Shout out to the whole super unit, Top Yellow Management. Shout out to my big brother Wendell, man, the business manager, man, headquarters of Top Yellow Management. He teaches me a lot along my journey. Shout out to my whole staff, Q and all Rough Unit, man. I ain't forgot about y'all. Moolah Slim, my artist. Groove, my assistant slash artist. Shout out to my boy Mello Young. Make sure y'all follow Mello Young, man, on all platforms, man. That's my hottest R&B artist, man. And one thing inside my camp, I tell my people, if you invest in yourself, and you continue to buy into your budget on this platform that I'm on and buy your distributions, I'm gonna invest 20,000 into you in your platform. You don't owe me nothing but just running your music and let's just get heard. You know, I believe in helping the people, man. I learned a lot of stuff, man, to get my money back at the end of the year, so I don't mind giving it to you.
Heard that. I heard that.
Real
Net,
talk.
networking, all about networking, man. So yo, shout out to you, man. I definitely appreciate you. You know what I mean, for doing this for me, man. Like I said, man, in your current situation, man, you know what I mean, ain't nothing easy. And
Nah,
the fact that you
nah,
still grinding, you know what I mean, and still determined, man, still got that determination, man. You definitely inspiration to others in your current
man,
situation and the people, you know what I mean, on the outside like me. Like I said, you motivation to me and others who ever
absolutely.
see this video. You know what I mean? I hope they, you know what I mean, feel the same, man. So definitely, man. Shout out to you, man. Free you. You know what I mean? Free the homie Dolo the Truth. Free my
Free
homeboy
Dolo,
Rashad.
man.
You know
Man,
what I mean?
free Rashad, man. Dolo, man, that's like my son, man. You know, we started on the internet together. You know, I used to be like a little bullheaded on him, but I just want him to understand, like, bruh, ain't nobody gonna help you, bro, in your situation, bro. You know, you got a lot of time. You got to connect with people. You got to get more business type minded. You know, you got to set aside different things and grind, man. You know, don't let this stop because the doors locked. But again, kids,
Mm,
it is not cool because you see me doing this. This is not cool. Stop the violence. Put the guns down. Pick up a book and read. And one more thing for the kids.
for
I'm
sure.
also we got a little campaign going on for the kids that read different books and different things like that there, and we give them money to read. So you know, just like bruh say, man, make sure y'all follow me, tune in, man, and let's say these kids, man. We grown, we old, we can't save ourselves no more. Let's teach the kids this history that's being took out, you know.
Right.
And I
Amen.
appreciate it, bro.
For sure, man. For sure. Already, man. Already, man. Like I said, man, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you doing this, man. Shout out to my viewers, man. Shout out to my new subscribers, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. Share this video with a friend, man. This definitely some motivation to people on the inside as well as the outside. I'm the
All
boss of the
good.
North, more to live for, man. Why would I settle for less? My last name more. We out here.
All good,
Appreciate
fam.
you.
100. Appreciate you, brother.